all 6 directors who won the Best Picture Oscar with their first movie. The Academy Award for Best Picture is perhaps the most prestigious honor a filmmaker can achieve and often comes after a lifetime in the movie industry. However, in very rare instances, a director manages to fast-track their career and earn the top prize Hollywood has to offer with their very first film. Often, directors who make a Best Picture winner with their debut movie already have experience as actors, writers, theater directors, or even on television before leaping into feature films. These prior experiences explain how they were able to hit the ground running and make films that resonate so strongly that they won this Academy Award straight out of the gate. 6. Delbert Mann. As a director who got his start in television, Delbert Mann hasn't achieved the same kind of name recognition as other filmmakers behind Best Picture-winning debuts. However, his career is no less impressive, as he's been credited with bringing TV techniques to film, which he developed by directing more than 100 live television dramas before his feature debut. Marty was Mann's first feature, which not only won the Academy Award for Best Picture but also Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Screenplay. This romantic drama gained widespread acclaim for its honest story of a butcher and a schoolteacher who had both given up on love, only for them to meet at a dance and fall for each other. While Marty remained Mann's most acclaimed film, he continued to work in both television and the movie industry until 1994 and even served as the president of the Directors Guild of America during the late 1960s. In 1958, Mann directed another Best Picture-nominated drama called Separate Tables, which won David Niven the Best Actor and Wendy Hiller the Best Supporting Actress Oscars. 5. Jerome Robbins. Jerome Robbins co-directed West Side Story alongside Robert Wise, but this jump into filmmaking came after a long history in theater as a dancer, choreographer, director, and producer. Robbins not only brought his theatrical expertise to the screen, but was also the one who originally conceived the idea of adapting Romeo and Juliet into a modern musical. Having directed and choreographed the original 1957 Broadway show, Robbins was integral to the success of West Side Story and solidified its status as one of the great movie musicals. Robbins was in charge of the film's musical sequences, but because he had no previous filmmaking experience, Wise was brought on board to direct the dramatic aspects. However, after 45 days of shooting, Robbins was already 24 days behind schedule, and he was dismissed by Wise due to budgetary concerns by New York Times. Despite Robbins' dismissal, his enormous contribution to West Side Story was still recognized, and he remained credited as a co-director and even received a special Academy Honorary Award for his choreographic achievements on film. 4. Robert Redford. Robert Redford was one of the most notable actors of the 1960s and 1970s, as movies like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and his Oscar-winning performance in The Sting helped turn him into a sought-after leading man. With this name recognition behind him, Redford made the jump into filmmaking with Ordinary People in 1980. Telling the intense story of the disintegration of a wealthy family, Ordinary People cataloged the Jarrett family as they deal with the accidental death of one of their 2 sons and the attempted suicide by the other. It won not only Best Picture but also Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Supporting Actor for Timothy Hutton. While Ordinary People was a powerful debut from Redford, its status as a Best Picture winner is often overshadowed by the films it beat. Having earned the award above Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull and David Lynch's The Elephant Man, Ordinary People is sometimes seen as a safe, conventional choice whose legacy hasn't endured as well as its more iconic competitors. 3. James L. Brooks. While TV viewers will recognize the name James L. Brooks from the credits of The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Taxi, and The Simpsons, his film credentials are just as impressive. With the exceptional ability to blend laugh-out-loud comedy with heartfelt drama, Brooks' first film was a remarkable debut that earned 5 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Terms of Endearment follows the complicated, often fraught relationship between a fiercely independent mother, Shirley MacLaine, and free-spirited daughter, Deborah Winger, over several decades. What started as a funny domestic drama soon grew into a deeply moving portrait of love, loss, and resilience as the daughter's health started to falter. With the exceptional ability to allow levity and heartache to exist side by side, Brooks' script was a masterclass in emotion made even better by great performances, including Jack Nicholson in a supporting role. Terms of Endearment would just be the beginning of an incredible directing career for Brooks, which also includes classics like Broadcast News and As Good as It Gets. 2. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner rose to prominence in the late 1980s, acting in movies like The Untouchables, Bull Durham, and Field of Dreams. But it was in 1990 with his directorial debut, Dances with Wolves, that he proved his potential as a major filmmaker. As the director, producer, and star, Dances with Wolves earned Costner Best Picture and Best Director awards. Dances with Wolves is just one of 4 westerns to win Best Picture, with the others being Cimarron, Unforgiven, and No Country for Old Men. As a sweeping account of the Union Army soldier Lieutenant John J. Dunbar, this acclaimed western was notable for the way it shone a light on Native American culture. Costner followed Dances with Wolves with more epic cinematic spectacles like The Postman and Open Range, yet none have ever managed to reach the heights of his debut. With the multi-part epic Western Horizon, an American saga as Costner's most ambitious project yet, only time will tell if it can match the power of his very first movie. 1. Sam Mendes. The British filmmaker Sam Mendes got his start in the world of theater, where his dark reimagining of musicals like Cabaret and Oliver caught the attention of Steven Spielberg, which helped him kickstart a directorial career. With American Beauty, Mendes managed to become the most recent director to achieve a Best Picture-winning success with their debut movie. American Beauty was a provocative suburban drama that peeled back the curtain on the dysfunction, disillusionment, and desire of domestic life in the United States. Despite Kevin Spacey delivering an Oscar-winning performance as the troubled father Lester Burnham, the actor's subsequent real-life controversies made his character's inappropriate behavior toward a teenage girl even more uncomfortable in retrospect. Although these aspects mean American Beauty has aged poorly in many ways, it also marked the beginning of an incredible career for Mendes. With romantic dramas like Revolutionary Road, 2 James Bond films, the technically outstanding World War I movie 1917, and 4 Beatles biopics on the way, Mendes has revealed himself as one of the most versatile directors working today.